Hi, street lawyers. Welcome back to another episode of Street Law. My name is Aine. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, this is the channel where we discuss and share some legal nuggets to empower you on how to relate in your family, in your businesses, to holistically empower you, not necessarily to empower you to the extent of not needing professional services, but rather to know when you need your lawyer, when you need your auditor, when you need any professional services, and what to do when you get to them, to help you ask the right questions when you get to them. So many Ugandans are cohabiting. They are cohabiting with their partners for 2, 3, 5, 10, even up to 20 plus years. And in there, they give birth to children. But the most important thing for today is that they also acquire so much wealth during that time. They make investments together. They do a lot of businesses together. So what happens to that couple? What happens to what each person brought in? Who can assess it? What are the parameters to assess what somebody brought in? That is the essence of today's topic. So maybe for clarity's sake, in Uganda, the different types of marriage are about 4. Either you are married in civil marriage by a registrar of marriages, or you are married in church, which is the most common form of marriage, or under Mohammedan law, the Islamic marriages, or a Hindu marriage, and finally, you are either married customarily. This is the one that is celebrated according to the particular tribe, the customs of a particular tribe. In the central region, it's Kwanjula. In some parts of the eastern region is Huanjula, almost similar. Then in places like Ankole, it's Okhinjira, and some parts of Kigezi, it's Gusaba. So it takes different names because it's celebrated according to the particular customs of a certain tribe. So once you are not married in any of those, but again staying with your loved one, with your partner, then you are taken to be cohabiting. And like I said, you definitely are making a lot is going on. A lot is going on in terms of investment. And every time you are called our wife, the mother knows you now as our wife, the entire family. Every time you hear the our wife word, you release the ATM, you release the PIN. And yes, you are investing in a good relationship with prospects of marriage. Every time your name has now been forgotten, you are called Muko. And you know what that means. So you have built for her mother a house. You have invested in her confectionery business, millions and millions of money. You are doing your role as a husband. 5, 10, 20 years. The famous case of Moses Chigongo and Olive Chigongo is a bit peculiar. So court decided it based on its facts. They had cohabited for 26 years. So this really happens, it's happening. And the reason we have to talk about these things is to empower you to know what should I do in case this relationship doesn't work out, or what should I have done before it actually failed to work out. So legally speaking, the law does not regard cohabiting partners as in any form of marriage, even if they have spent 50 years cohabiting. So unlike the marrieds where there are decided cases and precedents talking about sharing property upon divorce, in marriage, even ironing of the shirts and cooking and preparing, I don't know what, is regarded as contribution, and paid care is regarded as contribution. Yet again, this same thing happens in cohabiting relationships. There's a woman also ironing the shirts for 20 years. There's a woman cooking food, being a housewife for 50 years, yet again not married legally. So this side, that does not apply. What applies, it is, should you say that I invested 100 million, then we need to look at that evidence of the investment of 100 million. Should you say that this house belongs to both of us, we shall look at who is on the title. If you say that this company, I am the one who has made this company grow into, I don't know, a multinational or something, then we need to look at proof, or we shall first look at the shareholding of the company. If we don't find your name among the shareholders, then legally speaking, those people who are the shareholders are the owners of this company. So what am I trying to say? All I am trying to say is that in a cohabiting relationship where a man is abroad, a woman is abroad and sending money, lots of money, every month you're sending so much for a particular purchase. You're purchasing land. We have seen people, you send to a man or woman money to purchase a piece of land. They purchase it and then tell you that because you're not around, they will get the title and put it in only their name, as if they cannot send you a transfer form and you put your signature on it and then it comes back and they register you on the title. So you keep sending money, things are being bought, yes, that's for sure, but who is owning them? In whose name do they finally delve into? So in a cohabiting relationship, it is good manners to document investment, rather proof of investment. If the two of you decide to buy land, let all of you be there. If you are running a company, let all of you be shareholders. Or if you're now lending to the company to complete a certain project, to be able to produce, rather to deliver on a certain bid that it got, and you're giving it 200 million, if you're lending to it, then let there be a lending borrowing agreement that is proof that you lent. Because if you're not a shareholder, then maybe you're lending to the company, and we shall need to look at all that. So courts are not as lenient to cohabiting partners. The only way the law wants to help them is first to look at them as business partners. Those are the lenses the court uses to look at these two people. And when it's looking at them as business partners, they also better help the law by showing them, rather it, proof of their investment, because we know that business partners, in most cases, everything is documented. So if you want to run to the courts of law, the law is going to look at you as people who are investing jointly in a business relationship, and then you better help it by showing it proof of your particular investment. This proof can take very many forms. If you're abroad and sending money, be particular as to why you're sending money, because sometimes you're sending money to maybe a woman who has your children already. So is that childcare? Is that for a particular investment? What is it for? If you are giving somebody money to boost their confectionery business, to boost their company that does I don't know, hand sanitizer or something, are you donating to it? Are you lending to it? Are you being an owner, a co-owner in the company? Let that be very clear. So by and large, it's very good manners to document these things, especially when you are cohabiting. Especially when you are cohabiting. That uncertainty needs something to back it up. So that is it for today from Street Law. I hope you learned a thing or two. You can share this video with somebody that you know that needs it. Don't forget to subscribe, to like. If you have a personal question, drop me an email that is appearing on the screen. I will be very glad to respond to it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.